It's technically our 10th time, but welcome to Mega Man 9.
Well, it's technically been our 11th time because we did Power It Up.
Well, that's technically an alternate universe. But we did do Power Battle, which I don't know if that's even... I doubt that's canon.
But technically we did both universes in this universe we live in right now.
Well, that was... What? Now I'm confused. But yes, the world leaves a sigh of collective contentment or whatever, because Dr. Wily has been thwarted one more time. And then the sky turned red, and then it became night just like in a minute, and everybody panicked, including the robots.
Let me tell you something.
What?
The Mega Man universe is like the regular show universe, where things are too depressing and bad things happen too regularly.
Well, Chun-Li's here to report on the news, so we could be safe.
If Chun-Li's a news reporter, that means that there must be some amazing people out in the real world. If she's so good at fighting it, she's just a news reporter. Why does Mega Man have blue hair? And don't say because you got to have blue hair.
I wasn't actually, but yeah, it turns out that the robots that are actually causing most of the destruction are Dr. Light's robots, and Dr. Wily has recorded Dr. Light's evil schemes. Ignore the play button.
So people are just gonna believe this.
It's the Mega Man universe. People are always going to believe this.
Yeah, it's like the Harry Potter universe, where 2 months after Harry saves them all, they all hate him.
He's even creating he has a Swiss bank account. It's like notorious villain Dr. Wily is like, hey, donate to my Swiss bank account so I can create robots to stop these robots.
And people are just gonna do it.
And people are so dumb because they're immediately calling Dr. Light saying about it.
It's like
why would you think that would work? Why call the person who just like admitted the criminal thing to complain? I mean, I guess it could be normal people complaining.
If you're looking at the world we're living in right now, it's pretty easy to just do something bad and then say your enemy's doing it, and then everyone will believe you.
Oh boy. But yeah, it's time for Mega Man to go fix this problem again. But this time it's like Mega Man 1, and technically 3, where he's facing his own siblings.
This is something where does Mega Man wonder why the world suddenly looks like... I guess to him the world always has the same art style. It's like that conversation we had with classic.
There's a very funny thing about that at the end of the game, actually. Like a very funny thing.
I guess we'll see that.
You really do want to keep that in mind.
Cool. I was thinking about our classic Sonic thing where we agreed classic Sonic sees the world like the Sonic Mania cartoons and animated segments. Modern Sonic sees the world like modern Sonic cutscenes. Which means classic Sonic have a much brighter, much more lovely.
These are new robot masters.
Is this the one with the only female robot master?
Yep, Splash Woman, right there.
I'm sure Mega Man 11 is going to have like 2 or 3 female robot masters.
They showed the robot masters off. The only gender ambiguous one, is it? Well, there's only one that's like kind of gender ambiguous. That's what I was about to say. Everybody else just looks like normal male design.
They've showed off all of them?
Yeah, they've showed them off. They're in the box art, dude.
Yeah, but seeing one boss fight, I didn't know they showed off every single robot master.
Yep, they're in the box. They're in the box art that they showed at the end.
Oh, that's kind of lame. I guess you see them all at the beginning anyways, so it's not like Robot Masters aren't a spoiler.
Yeah.
That's weird. Come to think of it. It's a video game where the boss characters are just spoiled at the very beginning. Because that's not what the game's about. That's interesting to me.
I mean, technically that is what the game's about, but at the same time, you're right. It's weird. But yeah, we have to stop Dr. Light's robots now, because he's clearly turned to evil.
We have to stop Dr. Lighty.
It's funny because at the end of, you know how Wily puts his symbol at the end of every robot master before the robot master door.
Yeah.
People are, in order to make this quote unquote authentic, he puts a Dr. Light symbol there instead.
I like how we're just completely giving up the facade that it's not. It's obviously Dr. Wily doing this. Saying this is what he did.
I mean, I still want to do my Dr. Wily was behind it this entire time, but at this point, this is just stupid.
Yeah, I think when it comes to recurring villains, Mega Man really overdoes it more than pretty much any other. Like
But that's a joke. That's just part of it. That's just part of how it is. That's a joke.
Even Dragon.
No one's going to take this seriously.
Even I don't know. I was about to say Dragon. Even Legend of Zelda. I mean, Legend of Zelda is still ridiculous with it. Like for some reason, the Demon Train just looks like Ganon. For no reason, I should say. Not for some reason. For no reason, the Demon Train looks like Ganon.
Not that well. Yeah. Well, he looks a lot like Ganon, but he's not Ganon. He just looks a lot, and the main person doesn't.
Yeah, but like I'm sure
it's not like the Demon Train is the final boss or the final person against it, dude. The Demon Train is just a minion, technically.
I guess that's true, and I guess maybe the fact that it looks like Ganon is technically on purpose because Ganon's evil demise and all that stuff, even if it's not literally Ganon. Ganon's fanning himself all over the universe.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll ever get another Wind Waker interpretation where he's a bit more
sympathetic. Probably. I'm wondering if we're going to get another Vati.
Because by the way, these drums are way treacherous. But just like there's also a little detail. If you stand really close to the lava coming down, to the point where your foot is like barely touching it, they'll show like lava like bouncing off your foot. But I wanted to show it, but at the same time I still had the paranoia that I would go too far and then just die. So you can go try that yourself.
Speaking of what you were talking about before, these falling in lava pools remind me of Twilight Princess, but I feel they won't go back to Vati, because they'll probably look at everything related to that as sort of the Four Swords trilogy, and so they won't ever really do anything with that again, which is disappointing. But I don't see them ever. Well, who knows? But I don't see them really touching back on Minish Cap's world anymore, which is a shame. I think Minish Cap's world is the most interesting Zelda world, and so much untapped potential.
I mean, we had Yuga. But he technically did become Ganon, so.
He did?
Oh crap! I mean, what are we talking about?
That's an interesting idea. Putting the boss's health next to yours for a change, so you don't have to look at
next to mine for a change. It's been happening for a while.
Oh, well, I have not been noticing. But yeah, I didn't know anything about. I guess technically it makes sense. It's a sequel to Link to the Past. But yeah, I did not know. The only thing I know about the plot is what's his name is, but I don't know anything else about the Link Between Worlds plot.
Well, it's a very interesting plot. I'll tell you that. It's just that people really don't like how the final confrontation goes, but they do like some. They do. From what I hear, they do like a lot of the plot twists.
And I like the fact that they've given us enough information for the fandom to reliably say that Lorule is just Termina. I mean, Lorule and Termina are in the same universe.
That too, just like it's. I would say it's just like complete concrete, but it's close.
Yeah, it's one of those. You know, whenever I say fanon, I have to explain what it is because I'm not sure if people know. Where it's basically within the fan base, most people accept that as true. So it's not canon, but you can reliably say this is this, and most fans will be like, all right.
Yeah, so as you see there, I played this game just a little bit, like beat like 4 Robot Masters before I just decided to do a full playthrough. Because I needed to get back used to the Wii controls. Because, man, playing the Wii... Oh wait, we have actual police? Where were you guys during all of this?
They're like Powerpuff Girls police.
They only serve to get in the way. And I need donuts. Wow, even Otto is just like, come on guys, this is like totally Wily.
Yeah, no one... Well... That's hilarious. So, Mega Man canonically has blue hair then, and the black hair in the cutscenes and gameplay is just not right then.
No, I'm pretty sure his hair is either really dark brown or black.
It's because like no one says Link's hair is pink or black. They say it's blonde or dirty blonde.
But here's the thing is. Whoa! What the heck? All right, Jewel Man beat me up so quickly.
Jewel Man is
I didn't even have time.
Officially the most powerful boss. That was an amazing boss fight.
Yeah, man, we should have been paying attention. That was Dragon Ball Z time there. It turns out it was over in like a few milliseconds.
We just slow down to individual frames. I will see the real damage.
Oh man, I completely forgot what I was talking about now.
Let's see. You're gonna say why Mega Man's what's canon in terms of looks is different from Zelda's.
Oh, actually, you is the one who mentioned Zelda, but sure. The thing is that in whatever normal like art stuff that comes out and like comics and everything, it's black or really dark brown. It's never blue.
But are those comics canon? Or because like I mean it depends, I suppose. Because Pokemon canon is more like games, but
I'd say that before we, honestly, with like arguments about this kind of stuff, I'd say it's just easier because there's more evidence to it, to the fact that it's not blue.
Yeah.
I hate these things.
Oh, you're actually doing the... What's this have to do with jewels?
No, it's a mine, so...
This level's short. This isn't the boss.
What are you talking about? This is the mini boss, which is a giant rock, the most powerful.
I mean, Gutsman used to throw these. Now they're throwing themselves.
But I apparently like either found his weakness or the fact that I exploited the fact that he doesn't have any invincibility frames. And since the magma shot shoots 3 at once, I just stood right beside him and then kept shooting it. I really love the magma shot. It's just that like one of the Heatman's weapon.
In a carriage? That's what they look like.
Babies in a carriage.
That's what I see every time.
Wow. Okay. They're a robot built to look like rocks in a mine cart.
That makes sense as well. Because we take votes to see.
I hate this jump so much. It is so tricky.
But this jump is more than tricky. This just looks stupid. You should just walk off right there. No.
Wow, thanks, jerk.
You did it slightly incorrectly.
Oh, slightly, huh? And here's the issue, and this is going to come up later. My Wii and I'm not going to blame the person who had it for a whole bunch of time, and then it comes back and suddenly it stops working.
I mean, who knows? It could be, honestly, it could be me, but I'm just saying that I never had problems with it.
Yeah, so for some reason, like the jump button, like started getting sticky, and then later in the playthrough, it got so incredibly sticky that like one of the obstacles that just required a simple jump, well, not a simple jump, but just like just two varied jumps, I could not do because it was sticky, and I kept using up my Concrete Man weapon energy, and just having to grind for it. It was so terrible. Darn it!
So, I mean, you should test it again, by the way.
Yeah, I should. But I should also test the also. I didn't test the other controller that Lincoln gave me.
Because
The issues that the games that I wanted to play have like shake things to do in them. So I don't know how that's going to work.
You can shake with it, dude.
Wait, really?
It just flip a switch and it turns into a Wiimote.
Huh. The thing is, I've never actually seen. Have I actually seen it work before?
We played New Super Mario Bros. Me and my nephew, and we're just doing that all the time. Yeah, it works.
Huh. So Lincoln's useful for something then.
Just walk off right there. It's right there.
Yeah, I see the point here. Oh, that looks like it should not have worked. But this brings me to something, because we're near the tail end. This brings me to something. Oh, and now this.
Oh, that's amazing.
Since we get far enough that you just, but not so much that you get stuck on the sides. But yeah, Mega Man 9, it's fun, but it's cheap. It is very cheap with how it does some of its level design. Like, with some of the level design is varied and interesting enough that you can do a lot of cool things with it. But then just randomly there's like a really cheap thing. Oh, by the way, the Super Plunger is now this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it still looks fine.
Yeah, it's just like, it just feels way too cheap after a while. Also, the fact is that since I'm playing this on the Wii, I don't have a rapid fire button. And just like I see people like clean out these Robot Masters after a long time with like the rapid fire button, which basically makes sure that you have a constant stream of what you're doing. Jewel Man is like the opposite of Crash Man. Basically, whereas Crash Man would jump when you shoot, Jewel Man jumps when you jump.
Yeah.
So since he always walks back and forth like Crash Man, you have to jump to time it so that he jumps over you.
I like how you're acknowledging that in Mega Man the opposite of jumping is shooting.
But yes, the Jewel Satellite, a really, really good, like almost every shield weapon that Mega Man gets in the series is really great. Almost. The plant shield or whatever, not the leaf shield, the one that you get from Plant Man is worthless. But every other one is just really, really helpful. In its own way. In their own ways.